Surely no stay from the siders this time. Good evening, welcome to Goals on Sunday. Now, Easter is traditionally the time when promotion and relegation issues become just that little bit clearer, when it's make or break for a season's aims and ambitions. Now, amongst Bradford City fans, there is a conviction that their team will be playing Premiership football next season. But as John Helm's been finding out, it's not just hopes that have been growing in the city.
The skyline above the city of Bradford has changed dramatically over recent weeks, and Bradford City's football fans are hoping there's going to be a dramatic end to the season, and that the new stand behind me, which will be ready for the start of next season, will be housing fans looking at the likes of Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal and Leeds United. For that, of course, it means City have to win promotion to the top league in English football for the first time since 1922. There are some tricky tasks along the way, the first provided today by Grimsby Town.
Also coming up, a resurgent Barnsley blunt the Blades' playoff chances in the South Yorkshire derby. The Iron lead the region's four-pronged charge for promotion from Division 3. And it's just like the old days at Boothry Park as 14,000 watched the battle at the bottom. Yes, and congratulations to Scarborough off the foot of that third division table at last. Well, all that action coming up, but now let's return to Valley Parade, where Paul Jewell's Bradford City are looking to take a step closer to the Premiership at the expense of Grimsby Town's own playoff hopes. Let's rejoin John.
Paul Jewell has reverted to the lineup that has taken Bradford City to the brink of promotion, and that means that there are only places on the substitutes bench today for recent big signings, Dean Windass and Lee Sharp. And Paul Jewell himself had a rather harassing morning. He had to go to Manchester Airport to pick up his wife from holiday this morning, and the flight was late, so he's a little bit bleary-eyed, but desperate to see his side win the points. Oh, it's gone away off a couple of bodies there to Robbie Blake, who's showing good footwork. It's Blake here, the star of this season so far as Bradford are concerned in many ways, although he's been a little out of sorts in recent weeks. Well, the first opportunity of the game really there, coming after the ricochet, left the ball at Blake's feet and he went on, but his shot didn't really have much firepower. Right up to halfway from Walsh. Firm header from Groves and a handball there from Leicester. Both sides playing their traditional 4-4-2 systems. And the early minutes of a match really are in fencing out the opposition, and Lawrence is in here. There might be something for Blake now. There is, there's a goal for Bradford City. And Robbie Blake poaches his first goal in several weeks as a result of some very poor defensive play from Grimsby, involving keeper Andy Love, who's been brought in today because of a finger injury to Aidan Davison. But when that ball was knocked in there, it looked quite innocuous, but Love and his co-central defenders, Handyside and Smith, seemed to get into a terrible bungle, and as a result, Robbie Blake plunders his 15th goal of the season. McDermott, McCall spotted it, releases Blake, he's plenty of ground to run, and they're 3-on-3 here, and Blake's got the footwork to go all the way himself. It could be Blake, it comes away for Lee Mills, who hits a shot, and it comes off Gallimore and out for a Bradford corner. But as Grimsby retreated there, they looked very, very vulnerable. It's going to be an in-swinger from the boot of Wally. It's a bit flat. Well, Leicester's really on his own here. 1-on-2, and he's done brilliantly. Jack Lester tracked all the way by Jacobs. Can he finish it? Down he goes in a heap, and it's no penalty, to the horror of Grimsby's fans, to the delight of Bradford supporters. The free kick was given against Leicester inside the area. Well, that's an interesting one. Jack Lester did superbly out on the touchline there to leave two Bradford defenders in his wake. Jacobs gave chase, and when they went down in a tangle of bodies inside the penalty area, the ball ran free, and referee Laws awarded the free kick to the home side. Nogan has managed to stay onside of Westwood, and he'll roll it invitingly through, and there's a block here, and that's a free kick against Jacobs for the challenge on Jack Lester, and this is a good position for Grimsby. Six-man Bradford City wall immediately in front of him, and every Bradford player back behind the ball. So it's Kingsley Black for Grimsby, hoping to put his side back level. It's a good try, and it's a good save as well. But Black got it over the wall, and I think Jack Lester's going to be in a spot of bother now, because as Walsh was making the catch, Lester has followed through and got himself involved in a bit of a skirmish, and referee Laws needs words with him, and a yellow card will be produced. It's a decent free kick from Black, but never quite had enough punch about it to beat Walsh. Wally, time to control. Blake gets it all wrong, up there with Windass. And I think if Paul Jewell has worries at all, it is that his side today has not really played with the style that they found earlier in the season. In the last 2 or 3 games they've had their worries, even the second half of the win over Norwich. They didn't really play well. They had a poor second half at Bristol City, even though they won there. And they were certainly disappointing in defeat last week at Crystal Palace. Up for more with a good old-fashioned shoulder charge. Just lets Lee Ashcroft know that he's in there, not to be beaten. And how the local fans love that. Blake. Oh, swing of the right boot, dispatches it to Windass. Back into the path of Lee Sharp. Can he mark his debut with a goal? It's beaten away. Excellent goalkeeping by Andy Love. Well, Andy Love was involved in the goal in the first half with his co-defender Handyside, but he'll be much happier with that contribution, a fine save which deprives Lee Sharp of a home debut goal. Beagrie looking to turn. Windass with a great ball across here. Sharp with the shot. It's going in. It's there. It's 2-0. And it's the first Bradford goal for Lee Sharp. It's just the home debut the fans wanted to see. From Manchester United to Leeds United to Sampdoria to Bradford City. And it's another goal on the way to promotion for the Yorkshire club. And that's why Bradford have invested in him. After the ball came across to him there, it was an angled shot. He had to watch anxiously to make sure it made it, but it crept over the line, in off the inside of the post, and it's 2-0 Bradford. Blake, and they've chances here, Bradford. It's Windass. Oh, and that is an absolutely top-draw save from Andy Love to deny Bradford's other substitute what would have been his first goal for the club. Nicked onto him there, and Windass on the volley smashed it in, and that's a terrific reaction stop by Andy Love. Sharp. Oh, good skill from Lee Sharp. And he's got a free kick here as well. So this may well be the last action of the game, and it's going to take place right on the edge of the Grimsby area. Well, they'll hope for something from one of their bigger players here. Moore and O'Brien have both got in for it. Beagrie hits it. All the way in. And did Moore get a touch, or was it direct from Beagrie? I think it was Beagrie all the way through. Moore probably unsighted Andy Love as he went in there for it. And And the scoreline is as emphatic as possible now. It's 3-0 Bradford City. Moore is punching the air, Beager is punching the air, and they don't care. The rest of them who got the goal. It's Bradford City 3, Grimsby Town 0.
Lee, that was just about the perfect start, wasn't it, at home here?
Yeah, it was a little bit edgy at 1-0. They were playing well, so it was nice to get the second and just calm the nerves a little bit, and then started to enjoy ourselves.
We were a bit disappointed. We thought for but an hour and a quarter we dominated the game quite well, but of course the early goal and that settled them down. But good luck to them. Hope they do well.
I'm enjoying myself, and it was really good to get a goal as well.
The manager just walking behind has brought a smile to the dressing room. There was a smile on his face, isn't there?
Yeah, it's not a bad thing, is it?
Incidentally, the goal by Lee Sharp was his first for over 2 years. His last was for Leeds United against Sheffield Wednesday on March the 22nd.